Okay, here's an update, you guys, of the setup. We got a lot done, actually. Okay, so when they come through the front gate here, of course this will be open and swung open. We've got our Jack Scarecrow and the corn stalks, and I plan to put a bunch more corn stalks in the back. I just haven't done it yet. But there's our homemade corn stalks and Jack the Scarecrow, and there's our enter sign. And so we had a little rain damage. We had this huge tropical storm that ended up dumping us with a lot of leftover rain in California. So the mausoleum kind of got thrashed, but no big deal. I redid it, and I still have to do the front because the cardboard really got hit bad. I could have thrown a tarp over it while we were in Disneyland, but I didn't think it was going to be rain or a lot of rain, and it was kind of too late. So that's okay. It's all fixable, no big deal. So it's just the front has to be done, but everything else is good. And then we got our bats and stuff, and our rat. And I got to put lights in the bat's eyes. And then so they'll come through the walk-through mausoleum, and then this area here will be blocked off so they can't see the Aladdin scene yet. But then they'll turn this way, and then they'll be immersed in the graveyard. And so all the tombstones that I fixed with backs worked out perfectly, and they're up in the graveyard now. And so they'll walk through this way and see the spooky trees, and I got all these branches that a bush that I cut down in my backyard, and they're all brown and perfect. So they're all stuck in the ground. I love the natural look. And I actually moved the tree around because I liked it there, and I'm still trying to figure out where the big trees are going to go. But there's Sally, as you guys saw in my last little vlog. And there's her tombstone, and there's some more tombstones up. I still have to do the fence around Zero's house. Zero's going to be in the corner there. Jack is going to be to the left. That area behind there is being blocked off. And there's the spot where my neighbor said I could move my props out there. So there's the curly hill or spiral hill, which I think worked out pretty good. It's a little rough, but it's just tarps painted black with a couple pieces of PVC that bow out just to kind of fill it up. I might move it a little bit just to kind of, I don't like that little gap up there. But other than that, I think it looks really good. In the dark, it's going to be pretty convincing. So, you know, this was a kind of a learning process because I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to work. But it worked out pretty good, actually. And then, of course, all the pumpkins that are around the ground. And then here's kind of the area in question, because I'm going to put one of the big trees, I think, here, one kind of over here, because I like people walking around it. And then the really big one, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that. But anyway, we just have trees here, and then, of course, our werewolves will be nicely connected to the power, which is off to the shed here. So that's nice. We don't have people tripping over power lines. And then, of course, our crypt, our beat up crypt. There's going to be some zombie hands and stuff and lights inside there. And then this is what's drying right now, is the tiger nose and muzzle, and then there's the teeth. Just imagine it upside down with the teeth hanging down, and that's where they enter through the Cave of Wonders. So it's just drying right now, and I just have to assemble it. And then the tunnel this year is going to be a series of blue tarps and pretty lights and stuff. So basically they turn from the graveyard over here, and then they'll zigzag through this Cave of Wonders, and then they'll pop out at the front of the house. And I'm working on Aladdin. There's Aladdin on his magic carpet. There he is. And I'm going to put him suspended with fishing line from this post here. And I'll cover that with black. And then there's going to be the kind of treasure scene with Jafar the snake with kind of Aladdin battling him. And then they're going to turn out this way. And they'll see the genie. There's the genie. He's all done. He's all rigged up on an oscillating fan. You could see in the back here, it's all painted black, so you can't tell what it is. And he'll be moving back and forth. And Jafar's going to be moving back and forth too on a fan. Simple, easy animatronics here. And then there's a trick-or-treat sign, and then that's all we've got so far. So they have to go through the garage for the rest of it, and then the side of the house will have more props, and I'll get to that later. But anyway, this is what we've got so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I got a little segment in this next vlog about a dedication tombstone that I want to show you guys. So enjoy that, and more to come. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy haunting. Hey haunters, I wanted to showcase my special project this year. If you recall, every year I do something for me that the kids don't really pick. It's a special project that I'd like to do as an addition to the haunt every year. The first year that we did the haunt, I chose the cemetery columns. I really wanted to get that done, and last year it was that big spiral pumpkin vine. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep that because it was too big, but I have repurposed most of its parts and using it for the haunt for 2016. So for this year, I did a much smaller project, and here is a special tribute tombstone to Gene Wilder. I had a different project that was in my mind for this year, but Gene Wilder passed away, so I thought I'd do something special to kind of commemorate him and his work. And I'm a big fan of Young Frankenstein, so I went ahead and I thought about it, and I just kind of decided to do this special tombstone for our graveyard this year. So it's completely made out of foam. Let me get a little closer. So you have the castle at the top, which is reliefed, and I got a little highlight there, like there's a light there always, someone's in the castle. And I have special quote, one of my favorites, funny lines from the Young Frankenstein movie. R.I.P. Gene Wilder, and of course his dates. I've got 2 candles here that are all foam that are reliefed off the front, and I cut the top of it so there's actually real tea lights that will light up for Halloween. And I'll have a couple other candles at the bottom here that will light up the tombstone, as well as a full light on it. So it'll be nice and bright, everyone can see it, and I'm sure the younger generations will have no idea what this is about, but older generations and folks who are just, fans of Gene Wilder and, classic flicks like Young Frankenstein will hopefully appreciate it. I appreciate it because, it's special to me. I'm a big Gene Wilder fan, and of course, Young Frankenstein fan of Mel Brooks. So this means a lot to me, and it was tons of fun to make. And again, it's all made out of foam, and I have 2 pieces of PVC that are glued inside the back so that I can put it on rebar and it won't knock over or anything. Let me give you a shot of the side. So it's 360 degrees, painted and detailed, and I gave it a really nice base, so it was a little more fancy and special and new looking than the other tombstones in our graveyard. So there it is. My little tribute to Gene Wilder, and may he rest in peace, and thank you for all the laughter that he's provided, and of course really fun films like Young Frankenstein. Hope you enjoy this, and happy haunting.